From Canseco's head becoming a home run highlight reel.
So goes back to the wall. He looks like he's checking the wall. He's checking the ball. Checking the wall and the ball. Reaches up.
To a player moonwalking between defenders like it's a Michael Jackson concert.
It's just incredible. I don't know that I've ever seen a first base coach wave a guy down the first baseline.
Baseball's supposed to be America's pastime, but these moments are straight up unbelievable.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off his head, it looked like, and over the top. A home run.
40 homers, MVP, none of it mattered after one bounce off of Jose Canseco's head sent the ball over the fence. Not a glove, not a bat, his head. And just like that, he became baseball's walking blooper reel.
And Canseco goes back to the wall. He looks like he's checking the wall. He's checking the ball. Checking the wall and the ball. Reaches up. Hits him right there.
Fans lost it. Teammates howled, and every replay reminded the world that Canseco once turned his skull into a launch pad.
And goes after a pitch out of the strike zone, and there goes the helmet.
Bartolo Colon stepped up like a hitter. What followed looked more like slapstick. One swing and his helmet went flying off, and the crowd erupted.
This time he manages to keep the helmet on. Barely.
Then came the next pitch. Same wild swing, helmet barely stayed on. At that point, it wasn't about hitting the ball, it was about who would win the showdown. Him or his equipment.
Takes off and a fly ball to right. And Bradley plays it off to the side, and he doesn't know how many outs there are. He just throws the ball.
There are mistakes, sure, and then there's moments that leave a stadium silent. Milton Bradley thought the inning was over, and wasn't.
That's only the second out of the inning.
One grand, one toss ball, and the game flipped. Confidence turned to disaster in seconds, and an out turned into a run.
Escobar, another strikeout. Pierzynski is going down to first.
It looked over. Third strike, inning done, but A.J. Pierzynski wasn't finished. He sprinted to first, and the ump went with it.
Well, if Josh Paul made the catch, which he did, then it's a strikeout. Pierzynski's thinking, hey.
Replays said no bounce, but the call stood. One bold move flipped a playoff game, and the Angels knew that they had just been robbed.
He caught the ball, and the catcher knows.
Ellsbury drills this one to right. Bautista's on the run and makes the catch. Frazier was halfway between.
There's cocky, and then there's casual on the base paths. Todd Frazier thought the inning was done. But Ryan Goins had other plans, and one sneaky baseball still in his glove. No warning, no mercy, just cold silence and a setup.
On the bag. There's Frazier now. He fakes like he's going to throw it back to the pitcher, throws it back in the glove, and now he's just watching. And as soon as he sees him off the bag,
you blink and Frazier's getting tagged while staring into space. The crowd gasped, the dugout grinned, and Goins walked off like he planned it in his sleep. That wasn't just a hidden ball trick, that was a veteran getting schooled in broad daylight.
In the dirt, nice block by Grandal. One ball and wait a minute.
One moment the ball's in the dirt, the next it's gone. Yasmani Grandal is searching everywhere.
Look and see what happened. It's in the dirt, bounces up. It's under his chest protector.
Then came the bulk. The Dodgers are furious, but rules are rules. If the ball's trapped, it's a violation.
That's to the right field corner. Revere might run for a while. All the way to the wall, Francoeur.
Speed is useless when your legs betray you. Ben Revere's recovery wasn't clean, but it was wild, instinctive, and absolutely unforgettable.
Ben Revere hustling down that line and knows right there, I can go to third, but watch this. He trips right here and then somersaults and then dives into the bag.
Just when you think baseball can't surprise you, it does. In the next clip, it only gets weirder.
Baez hits it on the ground to third. Gonzalez. This is so good.
This wasn't strategy, this was street ball in a major league uniform. Baez turned a routine grounder into absolute anarchy. One moment, he's retreating from first. Next, the entire Pirates infield is chasing ghosts.
That is just incredible. I don't know that I've ever seen a first base coach wave a guy down the first baseline. Who hadn't gotten there yet.
What the heck even was that? A run scores, he ends up at second, and Pittsburgh's defense looks like they just got pickpocketed in broad daylight. Fans didn't cheer, they laughed, then they screamed. This was not baseball logic, this was Baez logic.
Pedro trying to preserve the 2-run deficit.
Some plays make sense the first time. This one, it still doesn't. Manny Ramirez cuts off his teammate's throw for no apparent reason.
Desperation catch, he can't do that. The ball bounces away. Now here comes the first throw that Manny cuts off. And then Manny throws the bell horn.
It was one of the strangest relay decisions in MLB history.
Crowd here gets behind their Orioles. And here comes VR to the plate. He'll slide, and he's stolen home plate. How about Jonathan VR?
Sleeping. Jonathan Villar didn't wait for permission. He saw an opening and took it like it was always his. One moment of silence, and then the crowd erupted.
Kept going.
This is a rookie
against the left-handed pitcher who has his back to the runner at third. He took advantage of the situation, and you gotta love the excitement that kid.
This wasn't just a run, this was him putting the league on notice.
And the 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and a high fly ball hit to deep right field again, and Ichiro goes back to the track, to the wall, and makes the leap, and makes the catch!
Some outfielders chase balls. Ichiro hunted them down. What looked like a sure home run turned into a highlight the second he took off.
Almost into the first row of seats to take away a 2-run home run from Garrett Anderson.
You know, you think you've seen it all, and then he reminds you that the rules just don't apply to him.
And here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? Just turn it around. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting.
Only Larry Walker could turn a showdown with Randy Johnson into stand-up comedy. Most hitters flinch at Johnson's beat. Walker cracked a grin and flipped the script.
Now he's back to the left side, and Walker is hitting .398 on the season.
It wasn't disrespect, it was a theater, and the crowd ate it up. That's what made Walker different.
He started arguing with Wolcott, which led to him being tossed from the game. Former catcher himself, Brad Ausmus, then came out to engage in some verbal sparring himself, with things getting contentious enough that Quinn saw fit to kick him as well.
Ejections usually end the argument, but in 2017, Detroit may have responded with something that crossed the line, and not just the baseline.
As on the very next pitch of the following at-bat, Farmer threw a 92-mile-per-hour fastball that seemingly crossed up Hicks, causing the pitch to miss his glove entirely and hit Wolcott near the neck, where it then ricocheted into his throat.
Whatever you believe, it was bizarre, and the next moment, somehow even more unexpected.
He wouldn't put his, a
line drive hitter up there for a guy that's got a chance to hit a home run with 2 outs.
Little number down the third baseline. That is going to hit.
Only Adrian Beltre would try something like this. Half genius, half mischief, and all charm.
But that one, it's trying to spin foul, but it just can't do it.
Adrian tried to help it.
Moments like this blur the line between rulebook and improv.
1-2. Popped up. Long run for Wise.
Oh, my.
And he makes the play.
You know, some calls leave fans arguing for days. This one sparked conspiracy theories in real time.
On the left of your screen in the red shirt. That's where the ball ends up. He's going to pick up the ball. He's going to hold it. Now the guy next to him looks at him and goes, oh, you have it.
Whatever it was, it turned a routine play into a baseball mystery no replay could solve. And hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more crazy MLB moments.